Otázka, že či po tých skvelých pekingských výkonoch si myslí Usain, že či sú nejaké hranice ľudských možností alebo hranice pre neho samotného?
Well, there's always limit in everything you do. I know there's a limit for me. I don't know where it is, but I'm sure it's somewhere 9-5 maybe. But there's always a limit for everything, and I just try to work hard and just try to pretty much bring out the best in me.
Takže chce zo seba dosiahnuť to všetko najlepšie. Samozrejme aj on má ten limit a tú hranicu, kde to končí, ale myslí si, že to je niekde a tak sa pousmial na tom, na tej úrovni 9,5. Ten jeho limit.
You said last year before Ostrava, you made the world record in Rio, and you had some very good 100 as well. How do you see yourself this year?
Že v Lani mal pred Ostravou vlastne v tomto čase mal na konte už svetový rekord a dobré časy, že ako hodnotí to z pohľadu tohto roka?
Well, I'm not in the same shape as last year as last year at the same time. So, but I have a lot more time on my hand, and my main aim is always the championship. So that's what I'm working towards. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but I have a lot more running to do. I have trials coming up. I have a few more races before the World Championship. So I should get myself in shape by the World Championship.
Áno, zrejme to bude tak, že nie som asi v takej forme ako v Lani o takomto čase, ale mám ešte na to dostatok času aj čo sa týka súťaží, ktoré ma ešte čakajú.
Just an explanation of why you do why. Can you explain why it's different this year?
A lot of things happen really because I'm Olympic champion. I had a lot of things to do. I had like sponsors, more sponsors on, so I had to do more things and stuff like that. And then I had an accident, so every time I had little things kind of throwing me off in training. But I'm really focused and ready, and I'm working really hard to get back to where I was last season.
Takže samozrejme bolo tam toho veľa, ako olympijský víťaz mal množstvo povinností, akcií voči sponzorom, voči ostatným. No a samozrejme mal aj tú nehodu, takže to všetko zdržalo jeho tréning a preto si myslí, že je tak trocha pozadu, ale je pripravený ďalej sa pripravovať tak, aby všetko v pohode dosiahol tú formu, tak ako v Lani v Pekingu, aj tento rok v Berlíne.
Radiožurnál.
Očekávání pořadatelů pro zítřejší meeting jsou vysoká, co od sebe očekává on sám a nakolik vás třeba může připravit do těch $100,000? Jestli je to vůbec pravděpodobné?
So what could we expect from you tomorrow? Because obviously when you are competing every time, the expectations are pretty high.
Well, for me tomorrow, if the weather is good, I think I should do pretty well. I always do well when I come here, so I'm really looking for a good time because the track is wonderful and I really enjoy competing here. I went to train and I feel good, and I was telling my fellow teammate that's a good track and it should be good tomorrow, definitely.
Takže malo by to byť určite dobré, lebo bol si zatrénovať, dráha je dobrá, aj jeho tréningoví partneri, ktorých tu má, sa cítili dobre na tej dráhe, takže si myslí, že to naozaj môže byť dobré, ak samozrejme počasie bude spolupracovať, ale vždy tu zabehol dobre, keď si to spomeniete, ešte v tom roku 2006 v hroznej zime 20,28, takže vždy sa mu tu darilo.
Doplnení.
Co pro něj tedy znamená dobrý čas?
What does it mean for you, good time, where it is?
For me, 9.8 would be good, definitely.
Na úrovni 9,8.
Mladá fronta.
Jan Železný, ředitel meetingu, řekl, že Usain bude o to víc nažhavený po tom výkonu v Torontu, aby tady dokázal, že je strašně rychle. Jestli to opravdu tak je, jestli ho to Toronto nažhavilo, aby to tady dokázal, že
He is the meet director and he broke many world records in javelin. So he knows the feeling about the world record, and he had the feeling that also to run 10 flat in Toronto could be increased motivation for you to run fast here.
Well, definitely. It really gets you really different focus, really, because you say, all right, I need to really do well next meet. So it really puts you on a little bit of pressure, but I'm going out there as always just to do my best and try to execute as best as possible. So definitely.
Je to taká malá motivácia, samozrejme, ale nie je to až taká veľká, lebo ja vždy sa snažím zo seba dostať to, čo som schopný, to najlepšie, takže až takú veľkú úlohu to nehrá, ale istotne to je taká malá motivácia dosiahnuť teraz po tej desiatke kvalitný čas.
Probably in Paris, you would compete on 100 meter against Dwayne Chambers. I would like to know if he has any objection about that and what he thinks about the Chambers.
Just a second, translate. Otázka je na to, že v Paríži na mítingu Zlatej ligy, kde by mal bežať, potom v Európe by údajne sa mal stretnúť s Dwaynom Chambersom. Že čo si o tom myslí a ako by to vnímal?
As I said earlier, I have no objection to anybody who lines up as long as you're on the track with me in one of the 7 lanes beside me. I have no objection. For me, a race is a race, and for me, I compete with anybody as long as they're there. So I have no objections.
Pre neho to nič neznamená, s kým beží, lebo vždy tam je 7 súperov a vždy je pripravený proti ním súperiť a nie je rozhodujúce, kto tam vlastne je, tie ďalšie mená. Vždy je pripravený nastúpiť.
Your question? No, sorry.
About Chambers, he has the right for you to run everywhere.
Whether you think he has the right to run everywhere?
That's not my decision, really.
Nie je to jeho rozhodnutie.
Your question?
You previously said you are working for your form to peak at the World Championship. Do you think it will be necessary to break the world record to win?
Otázka je, že Usain hovoril, že chce, aby mu forma vrcholila na majstrovstvách sveta. Či si myslí, že bude treba prekonať svetový rekord, aby zvíťazil na majstrovstvách sveta?
I don't think so, really. The Olympics was just something special, so I don't think I'll need to break any world records to win.
Nemyslí si, že bude potrebné prekonať Berlíne svetové rekordy, aby ste vyhrali. Olympijské hry bolo niečo veľmi špeciálne a špecifické.
Lidová noviny.
Před rokem jsem prohlásil, že sluchátka s hudbou dává pouze při rozlišování, ale trenéra si zmákne, že by to povolil při rozlišování.
You said last year something like the coach is not very happy when you are having listening music during the warm-up. Did you already persuade him that he allows you to listen the music during the warm-up?
It's pretty much a rule. Nobody's allowed as long as you're under Glenn Mills coaching you. You're not allowed to listen while you're warming up because he says you cannot concentrate while you're with music in your ear. So that's just a rule, and it's okay because it's no problem for me.
Nie je to pre ňo žiadny problém a je to pravidlo v tréningovej skupine kouča Millsa, že nikto nesmie mať slúchatka a počúvať hudbu počas rozcvičovania, lebo to môže rušiť z koncentrácie na tréning.
Čo počúva? Dodržujme. Your question.
You say how come you haven't run into 100 yet, and what's your schedule for the national in Kingston?
Aký má program na majstrovstvá Jamajky, ktoré budú ten ďalší víkend v Kingstone?
That's really not my decision. I follow what my coach says, and he says I'm running 100, so I guess he's not really worried about the 200 meters. I'm in good shape for the 200 meters. I don't know. He just decides what I should run and where I should run it, and I just do it because he has made nothing but good decision for me since I've been with him.
Vždy tréner urobil dobré rozhodnutia v môj prospech a takisto sa budem riadiť týmito rozhodnutiami aj pri ďalších štartoch, takže uvidíme, čo tréner povie a podľa toho sa rozhodnem, čo pobežím aj na majstrovstvách Jamajky, lebo ten kvalifikačný systém, to ja dodávam, nie je taký prísny ako v Spojených štátoch, že by musel byť v prvej trojke na majstrovstvách Jamajky.
Your question?
Lightning.